What's up, YouTube? You're back here in the house with L-Dubs, and today I have a new type of video for us. I know I've been doing a lot of openings lately. Haven't been uploading as much as usual, but I've been doing a lot of online orders, been trying to add to my collection that way. So today I kind of wanted to do a little recap of all the new additions I've made to my collection, as well as go over some stuff I just got in the mail, and maybe do an over recap of, Pokemon collecting, starting collecting, and, maybe a little bit of Pokemon investing. So before I open these two, let me just show you a couple of the things I have added to my collection recently. So the main things I've been trying to collect are some early stages sealed product, was one of them. So I'm going after collecting the Pop Series set, so one of each of the Pop Series 1 to 9. I did get two of these. I found a pretty good deal on eBay to get both for pretty cheap, so I did buy both. So this is the first one. I actually have some more coming in the mail soon, so we'll go over that next time. But yeah, going after the Pop Series set just to give... instead of that, I found a good deal. I got some unlimited jungle booster packs as well. Unweighed, I think I have 5 of them. I think it's 5. Yeah, I got 2 Scyther and 3 Flareon. I actually think I have a Wigglytuff one somewhere. I believe I do. Do I not have it over here? I might have one in the back. So it's about 5 or 6 of them. But I found a really good deal on these, so I picked them up. If you're going to get into sealed product, I definitely suggest getting into WotC era stuff. Sealed product is always going to be a good investment for the older vintage products because, supply is going to be much harder to meet demand the longer that the time goes on because, the more this gets opened, it's not like, a card inside the pack that gets PSA graded where the supply might go up and still not be able to meet the demand, but the supply is always going down. This will never go up. The supply of this will never, ever, ever go up. So the worst case scenario is the supply stays exactly like it is, and most likely the demand keeps going up. And, obviously you're going to see this is always going to be getting opened on some level, if not, more sometimes than less sometimes, but the supply is always going down. So I would say these are always a good investment. And you look back a couple years and you see some of the Neo Genesis and some of the Neo packs being worth, $20, $30, $40, $50, stuff like that over the last year or two. And then you see now they're in the hundreds. I mean, you never know where this stuff's going to be, Fossil Jungle, still cheap. Neo Genesis is actually still relatively cheap. I would suggest picking that stuff up if you're into sealed product. I love sealed product, so this is kind of my first entry into sealed product. I also picked up a theme deck of the Pokemon Zap theme deck from way back when. I found a really good deal for this online. I'm not super into picking up theme decks, but I thought this one was pretty cool, and I think this one has some opportunity for growth because the main reason that sealed products are going to grow is because, first off, nostalgia, obviously, but also because there's chase cards, and theme decks don't normally have that, but this one does. So this one you can get the Error Pikachu in this one, which is pretty rare. I'm trying to remember what the exact error is. I think it might be symbol on there is messed up, or the cheeks are red with another error on there. I actually need to look it up what the error is, but the error Pikachu that comes in here is worth a couple $100, so it's very expensive and rare. So these do have some potential to rise because these will actually be opened. Most theme decks probably won't be opened because everyone knows what's inside already and doesn't really care to have it. They just want the sealed product. But these will be open because people will be chasing the Pikachu inside. So this has potential to rise because the more that is open, the less supply and the more expensive they get. So that's why I picked this up. Plus, it looks pretty cool. There's a couple of things. And then I have a couple of PSA cards I picked up. So, as I said before, I'm trying to collect some of my favorite sets. So I'm not really going after just cards I think are going to rise, like definitely or the most. But I'm going after some of my favorite sets because I love these cards. So I picked up a PSA 9, Lugia from Neo Genesis, my favorite legendary bird by far. One of my favorite cards. Found a pretty good deal on it. PSA 9, great looking card. I did pick up a PSA 10 Typhlosion from Neo Genesis. Very cool. I love the Neo Genesis set. I think they're underrated right now. So I thought these two cards were cool. And then I picked up, of course, one of the favorites, the Charizard from Base Set Unlimited, PSA 9. Found definitely a good deal on this one on eBay. They're going for around $250 to $300. I think I got it for about $210. 200 flat, something like that. So pretty good deal on this one. Definitely trying right now to get a PSA 9 set of all the base set hollows. I really want to get a PSA 9 set of all the WotC era stuff. Maybe not the Expedition, Aquapolis, and Skyward sets. I don't really have much remembrance of those sets when I was a kid, but who knows? If I finish the other ones, I might try going after those. But these are the sets I'm working on right now. Just definitely an early start, but I'm getting there. So let's get into here. But that's what I would say. So if you're kind of like me, I've just been starting getting back into Pokemon collecting for a couple months now. Let's see what I got in here. And I would always suggest, you know, when you're starting off, like, you know, it can be a little intimidating with the market and the price of cards being, you know, might more than, especially the vintage stuff being a lot. I would say just start off going, like, if you don't sure where to start, or you're saying like, oh, is this a good price, you know, don't focus solely on the price in the beginning. You know, don't really focus on it's just gonna rise, it's gonna fall. Just get what you really want to get. Like, get the cards that you remember, get the cards that you're gonna enjoy collecting, and don't fixate too much on just the price points, because it's gonna add too much stress to your collecting. Because to me, I didn't do that, and the more I've been ordering these cards and like researching and buying stuff that I like, the more I've realized you just naturally will know more about the market. So if you start collecting stuff that you like, it's just going to be an organic way to know more about Pokemon, instead of having to just, you know, worry and freak out about prices and stuff like that. So this is another card that I love. This is a PSA 9 base set Zapdos. Look at that. So very nice. I mean, some of the PSA 9s for the base set and the early watch sets are so cheap. I think I got this for 30, maybe 25, 30, something like that. Pretty cheap. Like, I mean, it's unlimited PSA 9, but PSA 9s have such good value. So I thought this is a great way to pick up, you know, cards that you want that are nostalgic and have great value. I think 9s have the greatest value because they're so close to being perfect. I mean, you can see, you know, a little bit of whitening up at the top, a tiny bit. Centering looks pretty good. Maybe shift it to the left a little bit. Yeah, centering shift to the left a little bit. Really nothing hardly wrong at all with this card, and you can get it so cheap. So I would definitely recommend going after PSA 9 cards when you're early collecting. Definitely gives you the ability to get some great value without having to spend infinite money on the PSA 10s, and you're still getting that nostalgic artwork that you miss. So that's why I'm mainly going after PSA 9s, because I think they have not only the potential to rise, but I think it's the best way to, you know, get those cards, those artworks that you had when you were a kid that you really want to see again. Hope I didn't just cut something here. Hold on, let me see. No, I didn't. We're good. I did cut a little cardboard. So I am also cut the cardboard. I have been going after getting some non-PSA graded cards, because I do want to collect binders as well. I want to have binder sets. So these cards were probably not PSA gradable. Let's see here. So I bought, this is like a small hollow set I bought. Let's see what we got in here. We got a First Ed Dark Dragonite. We have a Dark Golbat. So the Hypno is not hollow. I couldn't tell in the picture, but I guess that's not. First Ed Dark Golduck. So the main two I was going after were obviously the Dark Alakazam First Edition and the Dark Dragonite. So those two were in there. Dark Jolteon and the First Ed Dark Doug Trio. Actually, I think there might be... I'll have to look. It seems like there's a card or two missing from here, but I'll have to check. So let's look at the condition here. So there's definitely a little chippage at the top there, and some at the bottom. So probably won't PSA grade this, but the front looks great. Nothing really wrong with the hollow. So it's great for a binder card. So that's pretty much why I picked these up. Golbat. Golbat actually looks pretty good other than the bottom right corner. Bottom left maybe a little bit. And the Alakazam, let's look at that one. Dark Alakazam has a little white in the corner. A little white down there. I like these sleeves he has in here. Can't tell if that's a little mark or not. Yeah, I can't get that off. Yeah, these are really good. Ooh, there is a little. See that little blacked out right there. Let me see if I can smudge that off. Nah, that's in the card. I'm not gonna be able to get that off. But most of this stuff is pretty good for binders. The black dot's not the best because you can see that on the front, but it's whatever. I got these cards are pretty cheap, and was able to get a first ed Dark Trio as well, actually. So let's see this card. That actually looks like a hair, so that was able to come off. So the front of this card looks great. Back has a little whitening right here, a little bit right here, and right here. But yeah, most of these cards are all lightly played, definitely. I don't even say that. Most of these cards are probably near mint, so they're very good for binder cards if you're trying to collect binders, looking for trade bait for other stuff. If you go to local tournaments and stuff like that. But yeah, this is the pickups I've made recently. I'm gonna start putting these in my binder. So if you're looking to do what I'm doing and get to early sets, your PSA 9s, maybe PSA 10s to the early sets on limited versions or collect binders, I definitely suggest trying to pick up near mint sets like this for the binders. I haven't tried buying cards to PSA grade myself yet. I might look into doing that. That might be a cheaper route if I'm able to find near mint cards that are perfectly near mint. The struggle with it on eBay is that you can't always see the whitening and everything on the picture listing, so it's a little bit hard, but might be worth the risk because you could always add it to the binder after that. But let me know what you guys think about these kind of videos. I might do more videos that are more in depth, talking about collecting, how to invest, things of that nature. I'm definitely gonna be doing more videos that are updating you on my personal collection growth. I definitely am expecting some more stuff in the mail soon, so we can go over that. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.